we're back. And I mean back in several ways. We're back with a new episode. Yeah, it's been a minute. We're also back from our trip. We went to Greece.
More on that later.
Yeah, you'll see some content from that, down the line. Because there's a lot. We enjoyed our time. It was awesome. I suggest everybody go. We got a lot of alcohol in Greece too, but we're not talking about that today. It's also February, Black History Month. So we gotta at least spotlight, at bare minimum, one black-owned liquor. The original one I had in mind had a very awesome story, and it had a very intriguing premise to it, so to speak. I actually saw it online, and I wanted to get it. And I went to their website, and they told me several locations in Atlanta where I can get it. We went to 3 of them, and none of them sold it. So we couldn't do it.
To quote Maury Povich, that was a lie.
Yeah. But, be that as it may, if I want to taste it, I guess we're going to have to order it online or something. But that doesn't mean the train stopped rolling. So we looked for other black-owned liquors, and lo and behold, we came across Anteel. Because not only is it black-owned, but it's also local. Yeah. According to this, Georgia's favorite tequila brand, Georgia resident owned.
I can read some literature on that I got from the website.
Okay.
If you want to learn more.
Okay. And I can read some stuff off the back unless it's going to be the same thing.
Well, this was about the founders, which would be power couple Don and Nayana Ferguson. And they created Anteel. Okay, I'm going to read this verbatim instead of trying to, Power couple Don and Nayana Ferguson, and if I'm pronouncing that name wrong, I am sorry, created Anteel Tequila out of a love for each other, an appreciation for premium tequila, and a determination to live a life full of passion. Nayana is the first black woman in the world to have ownership of and lead a tequila company. Nayana is also a 17-year pancreatic cancer survivor and an 11-year breast cancer survivor. Nayana uses her voice for pancreatic cancer research as a national advocate for PanCan. That's the name of the foundation or whatever. Don is a tequila aficionado whose love for this incredible agave spirit led him down the road to leaving corporate America to create a tequila brand. Don is also a former Detroit indie record label owner that has worked with some of the biggest names in Michigan music. And they've won over 100 awards since 2019. Okay, so already we have some. Okay, already you have some, how do you say, if there's some strong background and origin behind this and whatnot. Okay. I'm gonna read the back of this. It says, when a hummingbird crosses your path, it's an indicator that you need to live your life to the fullest and slow down to enjoy the little things in life. Hummingbirds capture the pure essence of life and remind us to be present in the moment and use every second of your life to feel alive because you won't get another chance. Never heard that, but take their word for it. So, okay. That was kind of a weird thing to say.
I've never heard of that. I just thought hummingbirds were just around and they get me, I'm going to go ahead and start opening this up. So, this particular brand of tequila, or this particular flavor, is coconut lime.
Like, it would have been easy to have just gotten the usual 3 tequilas that you would find, which would be the Blanco, the Reposado, and the Añejo. They also have another flavor. I forgot the name of the flavor. Let me look it up. As well as the coconut, blood orange. We could have got that one too, but I wanted to do this one because I know that when we get to the portion of the review when we make a cocktail, I have some ideas for it in regards to flavor pairings and stuff like that. That being said, I don't know what this is going to exactly taste like, so I don't want to jump the gun with that statement I just said. I would just like to taste it and then hope that my ideas will line up with what we're tasting.
Right. All right. You'll do yours.
And like we said, this is coconut lime.
Now, coconut lime would lend itself to believe that it's tailor-made for like
Or sweeter mixed drinks like margaritas and stuff like that.
maybe even pina colada.
So I will say this about the smell before you smell it. Subtle. It's not strong, but you do get that tequila smell mixed in with lime. But the lime leaves more than the tequila smell. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you'll smell something different.
No. So, smelling it out of the glass. Yeah, it smells like tequila, but that coconut makes it it smells a bit sweet, which I find interesting. Let's see what we got.
So I will say this. A softer flavor than what I was thinking. Sweeter than what I was expecting too. The lime to me is more prominent in the smell. The coconut to me is more prominent in the taste. And if I'm being honest with you, I think that works to its benefit when it comes to mixing.
This is gonna sound weird, but not that you can't with any other tequila, but I could see someone that's starting off with tequila but wants to drink it neat or over ice, drinking this. It's a very good tequila to drink over ice, just plain. Or, like if you've never had tequila before, or you've had a bad experience with tequila, I can see this being a tequila that you can drink, that you can start off drinking over ice before you get into, the more intricacies and before you get into mezcal and stuff like that. Not bad. I could even maybe this is just me being silly, but like I can even see this being mixed with like a Corona. Some folks do where they empty the. We even did it one time. Empty the Corona for it.
I think that will lend itself better. This type of tequila will lend itself better to that type of drink than a regular tequila. Not to say that a regular tequila wouldn't be able to do that, but I think with a flavored tequila like this, you get more unique flavors and nuances in that type of drink. One of the things look, a lot of people will try to talk about the purity of just having your basic flavor of a spirit. But what they tend to forget is sometimes these spirits are going to get mixed into cocktails and stuff like that. And a lot of times when you're a mixologist and you're trying to be creative as possible, you want to look at all options that present itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I think something like this is a representation of that.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong, but at the same time, I can understand why people talk about the purity of whether it's tequila or rum or whiskey or something like that, because like especially like let's take it for example, everybody's favorite tequila punching bag, and I guess deservedly so, but Casamigos, like there are a lot of people that drink Casamigos, and look, disclosure before going on, or disclaimer before moving forward. Like, you like what you like, you drink what you drink. If you like what people consider like trash liquor, you know, you like it, and it does what it needs to do for you. But what the point I'm trying to get across is, like, there are a lot of people in this world who will drink Casamigos, and they think that is what tequila is supposed to taste like until they taste tequila. Well, when I was younger, I did not like tequila because of the way it tastes, and then I realized I wasn't drinking real tequila, or I wasn't drinking tequila that was pure and had all the additives removed.
Or you weren't drinking it the right way.
Exactly. When I actually drank it the right way, when I actually drank good tequila, then I was able to decipher it from the trash that I was drinking, that I had drank in the past.
But that's not what I mean by the purity of tequila. What I mean as in, what I'm trying to get at is a base flavor as opposed to something like this where it's a different flavor. Like the additives argument and stuff like that can be thrown out the window, because we already know a tequila with additives is worse than a naturally made tequila. What I mean is when someone is shopping for this specific product, and depending on what they're going to be using it for and how they're going to be using it, is where you come into the decision of, well, do I just get a base flavor tequila, or do I want to experiment with a multi-flavor tequila? If you're just a sipper and you don't do cocktails and stuff like that, then you could go one way. If you're trying to do cocktails and, you know, make the next drink that'll pop in pop culture, you know, then you may lean another direction. What I'm saying with this is, I think this product can lean both ways, but I will say that I think it's stronger in one direction than it is in the other.
No, you're not wrong. It's just since you brought this up, I think it's something that can be discussed, which is knowing as a consumer what to buy for what occasion. I don't think a lot of people know. A lot of people will go out looking for tequila to mix with a bunch of different flavors, or mix with particular flavors, or mixing in general, and they'll get a tequila that, while it's a great tequila, they don't know its flavors and don't know if it will mix well with what they're trying to do. When they probably should have been getting this, or the blood orange flavor, or, you know, something else entirely.
Exactly.
But also on the other end too, you know, everybody in the world isn't going to look at the alcohol that they're buying. They're not like us. They're not gonna look at the alcohol that they're buying and analyze it and see what kind of quality it is. They're just looking for, maybe they're going off of price, maybe they're going off of what they know or what they've heard. That's why you do get a Casamigos that's really popular. But you know.
So what are we scoring this? What do you think?
For me personally, I'm gonna say 7, and this is why I say 7.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's good. While I think it's pretty decent to drink on its own, like I don't think you get the real shine out of it until you mix it with something.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, like I'm drinking it. Let it be known, I'm only sipping because I don't want to look like a heathen and gulp this whole thing in one go. I can't. But like as I sip and taste more, like when I'm tasting flavors, I'm also tasting flavors that are probably not there, but they give off weird flavors to me. Like I'm gonna say something wild. This because of and I know it's because of the coconut and because of the flavoring they're using to make the coconuts. It may even be, the type of coconut that they use or whatever. Like I low key get a pancakes taste out of it.
No, that's correct, because I get that too. Like what would you call a pancake? Is it a pastry?
Yeah.
Like you get like a cake or pastry type taste out of it because of the.
And I know it's because of the coconut, because coconut is sweet, and I'm tasting sweet, and because of coconut has a unique taste, mixed with what tequila usually tastes like, I'm getting that flavor. And look, that's not wrong or right. It's just that for me personally, if I'm drinking something neat, I don't know if I'm expecting to drink pancakes. Like that's just me. Now, also too, the temperature could change this. Maybe over ice I don't get that taste. We're not gonna test that today, but maybe over ice I don't get that flavor. Also, once again, like we were saying before, I even low key get a bit of honey, like a honey taste.
I get honey in the smell more than the taste. But for me, I'm getting more of a pancakey, cake type taste flavor.
And once again, I think this would be good and I think that's what it was made for, like pina colada.
Pina colada is rum.
I know, but
in other words, a pina colada-esque cocktail. So that could be a direction we lean with the drink that I make. It would be a margarita in essence, because I'm gonna want to mix it with lime and some Coco Lopez to pull the
coconut flavors out.
Yeah, to pull the coconut and the lime flavors from this, and more than likely it'll blend in for all the ladies out there. Because this is what I'm thinking. This is my big brain. What I'm thinking is gonna happen when I make this drink next week. It's gonna make a cocktail that a lot of ladies will prefer, and that's a cocktail where you don't taste the tequila. And a lot of people, specifically women, when they drink cocktails, they like cocktails that are strong, but also don't taste like the alcohol that's in there. It's why tiki as a format works, because you can make drinks like that and put like 3 or 4 different rums and liquors and stuff like that in there, and then like the final drink you barely taste the liquor.
Right.
I think this is perfect for making a cocktail and taking the flavors that are inside of this drink and blending them together with outside ingredients that will make sure you don't taste the liquor.
Right. Well, I can't wait to see what you do. And since you mentioned that, it might also do great in tiki drinks too.
Did I give my score?
No.
I'm gonna go with 8. It's pretty much the same thing you said. It's just that I'm bumping it up a little more because I'm sensing the potential of this particular tequila.
Well, now I'll be a heathen to finish this.
I think, as a representation for black liquor and a representation for Georgia, this is doing us proud.
I'm kind of interested in tasting the blood orange.
I low-key think the blood orange
Might be better. I think so too. But we'll see. We will see. That'll do it for this episode of Drink Tales. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you're notified of all content coming to the channel. Also check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. And TikTok as well. We've been doing TikTok for a while now. You're going to see some Greece content on TikTok. That's the only bit of Greece content you're going to get from us for a minute.
Launch our bigger project.
Exactly. But check all that out. We'll be back next time when we make a cocktail out of this. And until then, everybody, peace.